What's that soil, 小雪?
Soilless potting mix, mainly peat moss.
Can you use regular soil?
If you take soil from outside, it doesn't hold water very well, and it will grow fungus. So if you use soil from outside, you have to bake it, but you have to bake it at the right temperature to avoid burning it.
So this is an easy solution.
Yeah.
How much cost for this bag?
It's about $10 or $15. Depends on what size you get.
Yeah, how much for this one?
It's $15.
$15. Okay.
So you're taking a quart container. It's about 5 quarts per 10 by 20 flat. Break up the clumps. And you get 2 quarts in, a little bit of water.
So basically you use 5 containers.
Yeah, 5 quarts, 5 liters.
5 liters.
Level it.
Level it.
Break up any lumps and clumps.
Okay.
And then, okay.
You don't want that too wet.
No.
Not too wet.
Not too wet. And I'm going to grow daikon, radish, from seed. This is what it looks like.
Cool.
You can weigh the amount of seed. You can look it up, look at the amount produced per flat from the website at Generous Selected Seeds, but it depends a lot on the size of the seed. This is quite large. So I usually just use a teaspoon and introduce it into a sprinkled container, an herb container in this case. I'm going to use, I think, 4 level teaspoons.
4 teaspoons.
And then I'm just going to shake it evenly over the surface. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll make more than one pass. It has to be pretty thickly seeded. Depends a lot on the seed and its germination rate. And this, even though it's 3 years old, this lot is has a very high germination rate still.
So okay. high quality seed is the key.
And if it's grown from microgreens, you can you're buying it in bulk, so the cost per seed is quite low. I mean, this entire, I think 1/4 pound 4 ounce package costs less than $10, and I've grown, I don't know, probably 20 flats.
20 flats. So the cost that you have.
There's still a lot left there. Okay. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And then I'm just going to.
Okay, so let me recap. So step 1, you put the soil there and wet it. And step 2, you put the seeds there.
Yeah, you wet it, but there should be no standing water in it.
No standing water.
It should be moist, but not wet. And I'm going to spray it with water.
No standing water.
Okay, I'm going to label it.
Label it. Step 3.
With the name of, okay.
This is a daikon, right? Japanese daikon?
Yep. It's daikon radish. The date is 2/21, and it's 4 teaspoons of seed.
Okay.
I'm going to put it on a heat mat, a seedling heat mat, cover it with another container, and then in about 3 days I will have seedlings.
So this takes 3 days. You will have, say, the baby seed.
Yeah, roughly 3 or 4 days usually. Depends. Daikon germinates really fast. It's a fast grower. It's a big seed. So one other thing you have to note is that when you're prepping trays that you're using, you want to buy pretty thick trays. Okay, usually the ones on offer for sale are quite thin. You want to avoid those because it's easy for them to tear just under normal use. It's hard to find ones that don't. And then between uses, you have to clean them and then treat them with a 10% bleach solution. So a 1:9 dilution of ordinary household bleach with water, and then spray them, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then rinse them out thoroughly.
Okay.
To reduce the chances of growing fungus.
Got you.
And that's it.
That's it. And so how many days later you can eat the microgreen?
It depends on how tender you like it. For daikon, it's in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks you will have fresh microgreens, right?
So if you want to wait until the true leaf stage, it would probably be more like 3 weeks, 25 days. So 21 to 25 days probably.
I see. Okay. So the whole investment, you need to buy soil, container, and the seed, and this heating pad.
Yeah, when you're first starting out, unless you probably don't need a heat mat, but it's faster with a heat mat.
Okay, got you.
It's not crucial. Also depends on the seed type. Some seed types don't like heat. Some almost require it. Basil, for example, very heat loving. Won't germinate it without it.
Okay, cool. What else you want to tell people?
Microgreens are delicious and very healthy and nutritious.
Cool. Okay, Xiaoxing, so you want to tell me how many weeks this one?
So this is beet and chard, and this is getting pretty old now. So this is 2, 3. So this is 3 days less than. So this is 18 days. This is 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
And
We already ate a lot this.
no,
Did we?
No, we haven't touched this one yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we took a little bit from down here.
I see.
So this is ready to harvest.
Okay.
This is basil from the same day. It's slower growing. So you can see it's just starting to develop true leaves here. And these big leaves here are the seed leaves. And this is cilantro that's much older. Cilantro takes a long time to germinate.
Okay.
And this has mainly been harvested. And this is tatsoi, a cabbage family vegetable, green leaf, a lot like bok choy, mild, spicy flavor of the cabbage family. And this is wasabi arugula.
Oh, the Japanese.
Started on January 15th, so today's the 21st of February, so it's 5 weeks old today. It's tiny seeds, micro seeds. It starts off very, very tiny, but it ends up being about the same size as regular arugula if you give it enough time, and it has a very, very spicy horseradish flavor.
Yeah. And you also have that little flies here, right?
I think those are fungus gnats. You see right here in the soil? They're coming out of the soil.
Oh, that's the
Fungus gnats, I think. They're not white flies. I think they're fungus gnats.
So your solution is this piece of paper?
Yeah, they're attracted to color yellow, so I have packing tape with the glue side out over a piece of yellow paper, which attracts them. They settle on the tape and they get stuck there.
It looked like it didn't work very efficiently. You still have lights here. Do you need more yellow papers here?
Perhaps.
Okay. And you need this lights on 24/7?
No, so 12 to 16 hours a day.
Okay.
Plants actually need to be dark for 8 hours or so a night for optimal growth.
I see. So keep the lights on in the daytime.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I have a combination of fluorescent strip lights and LED strip lights, and some actual grow light bulbs. But it's next to a couple of windows as well.
Oh, I see. It's more lights, the natural lights.
Yeah, not a lot, but it's some.
Okay.